Komedie is lank nie meer net grappe om 'n braai nie, maar ook 'n fyn kuns wat Karl Webber bemeester het. Karl, welkom in studio.
Thank you so much for having me at this beautiful studio of yours.
Jy's oorspronklik van Bloemfontein en het toe Kaap toe verhuis en hier jou loopbaan begin. Hoekom?
Purely by chance, stumbled across comedy, open mic night one night, and a buddy of mine said, you should be doing this. I'm like, right. And my first time on stage, I went back home, I signed up, came back 2 weeks later, wrote a 5-minute set, and I was terrible. It was bad. I was so bad, but I fell in love with the stage, the lights, the mic, the audience, and I knew that's it.
In 2016 was jou debuutoptrede by die Nasionale Kunstefees in Graamsstad. Hoe was jou ervaring?
Grahamstown is full of stray donkeys. They have stray donkeys walking around outside the KFC everywhere. But besides that, the performance, I had 9 shows. My debut one-man show, directed by Stuart Taylor. And it was awesome. It was amazing doing in front of a crowd that's never seen comedy from my perspective, and me never performing to them. It was something very, very special.
Die eintlike rede hoekom jy hier is vanoggend, die 31ste Maart, het jy jou 3de stand-up show hier in die Kaap. Wat kan mense verwag?
Well, the Bloembootjie Diaries is basically it chronicles my journey from Bloemfontein all the way to Cape Town. And it's a real small town boy coming to the big city story. And Cape Town can be a concrete jungle if you're from Bloemfontein, you know. A lot of people say Bloemfontein is a one-horse town, which is absolute nonsense. That horse left long ago. It's not even a one-horse, it's a no-horse town. So it's a very cool story. My ups and downs moving to Cape Town, how I struggled in Cape Town, earning 5,000 rand a month, trying to get by, looking after my younger brother. And then just my lowest point in Cape Town, and then coming from that, and then making it into a permanent job, and then finding comedy, and I call it my redemption, where I am now.
Hoe toets 'n komediant nuwe materiaal?
Well, we have, around Cape Town, we've got places called open mic nights where we can go and test new material. And the first time doing brand new material, you don't know the rhythm and the beats and the riffs of the joke that you're telling. So you go out and you try it out, and you go back and you make notes and you come back and you start polishing that set, which is very raw. And then by week 3, week 4, you kind of have a feel for it. And by week 5, you're nailing it.
Hoe bly jy gemotiveerd?
Yeah, being a full-time comedian, the pressure is on because people expect you to be funny all the time. And I always tell someone, you can't teach someone to be funny. Either you're a funny person or you're not. So I don't try to be funny. It just naturally comes. So it comes across like you're trying too hard when you are trying to be funny. So no pressure there.
Komedie is nie iets wat jy op universiteit studeer nie. Wie is jou mentors en hoe verbeter jy jouself?
Well, definitely one of my biggest mentors would be Stuart Taylor. He's the director of my show. I think he's an amazing comedian. And in comedy, it works like this. The generation before will mentor the generation to come. And we will mentor the generation that comes after us. So it's a real strong bond we have with each other. But I'd say Stuart Taylor, Kurt Schooner are one of my biggest influences on my comedy. And getting better in comedy is just trial and error. You practice, you're on the scene at least 3 to 4 times a week. I tell new comics all the time, the only way you're going to get better is to accept criticism. So if I tell you, oh, that was the worst I've ever seen, don't get upset. Just, okay, cool, I'll go and do better. You start polishing and until your jokes are amazing.
Ek sien definitief uit na die vertoning. Waar gaan dit wees?
So if you book your tickets online, Quicket, you'll find the Bloembootjie Diaries there at a cost of 100 rand. Absolutely worth it.
Karl Webber, geluk met jou sukses tot hede.
Rochelle, thank you so much for having me on the Groot Ontbyt. I love a Groot Ontbyt.